Monday at Lincoln Park now. Barring got cancelled, so in context, the last video, Bloomington was Friday, this is now Saturday, so 2-day break. You can come in, make the camera shot. We're going to fluke another top 5?
Yes, we are.
Hopefully. Just same goal as last time, just roll in the trailer, do all the laps, hopefully make the show. There's probably going to be a few cars here today, so that's very chilly, so it might be my wheelhouse in terms of a bit of a cowboy up racetrack.
As a marketer, you want to reach everyone, adults, teens, millennials, but it's not like these groups all hang out in the same place, right? Actually, wrong. They're all right here, listening to radio commercials just like this one.
Oh, that was a good one.
3% of Americans every week. That's more than Google, more than Facebook, more than TV. In fact, radio reaches...
Looks like they haven't even tilled it up.
More of the people you want to talk to.
Looks like it's been raced on last week. Righty, unloaded here at Putnamville, Lincoln Park Speedway. Got the Steelbox sprints here too. Now they're cool as shit. They're all hand painted too, so I'm gonna have a good look at them a bit later on. But yeah, just me and the 77 AU tonight. Gavis unfortunately still fixing his motor. We'll give him a bit of a check up on his motor health and all that early in the week, so probably in the next video I'm gonna do. Also got AJ Hopkins and Flying Ryan Thomas. They're the guys out of our shop today. Michael Clark as well. He helped us out in that blue K's in the steel box tonight. He helped us at Circle City and raced with us at Bloomington as well. So cool field. Pretty much parked across from Dave Darlin's. Yeah, that's a pretty cool thing to race with Dave. I've always grown up watching him race. Yeah, shaping up, a few cars rolling in now. It's about, I don't know the time, probably about 2 o'clock. We'll go give it a bit of a track walk. Alrighty, just picking up to sell if you want to modify it. I think that is a skirt. Just selling it up, that's for sale. Alrighty, so here's the track. Oh, it's actually a lot flatter down the straights than I remember, and there's a little hump right there. I didn't even know that. So this joint's pretty much carved into a small hill. And there's the forest. Very fluffy, so I think we're gonna have a bit of a gnarly curve here tonight. Look at this is over the edge of the track, by the way, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they pack all this down. Doesn't really feel like proper clay like Bloomington did. It feels like more like a silty dirt. Till the top up, I think that's just to sort of get the curb built up pretty quick. It's very hard in the middle here, so I don't think we might be touching this early. But the overall track's pretty interesting, so we'll do a bit of a mental lap here. But yeah, it's pretty much dead flat here. They'll bring those tires like right out to here because by the looks of it, it's really soft and mucky down here. But they'll probably put it out well past the rough spot here. They usually play with them a little all night from my research. So essentially, we're standing in 3 and 4. So 3 and 4, you come up this is the highest point of the track is over here. It's a massive uphill. You can see with the buildings how much of an uphill downhill. So it flattens off right through 1 and 2. 1 and 2 is a bit sharp getting in, and then it's sort of just gradually you just got to pitch it and go again. So this had been way smaller than Iowa and the pole. I didn't actually realize how small this place is. Like those are the tracks at home I can compare it to. Like even the straights are shorter. Like it's called a 4/10 mile, but I think it's smaller for sure. Then you just rocket it down here, sort of flattens off down the straight a little bit, make sure you don't get stuck off the edge like I've seen a few do. And then you're either pinched on the tires, run in the middle, but you gotta use the hill. I've noticed like a lot of guys like AJ and a lot of the fast guys, you're traveling uphill from about here up to here. So what a lot of them do if they're running the top, they'll sort of end up below it and a heap of speed, rip around it, hit just where the concrete sort of starts, and they slingshot downhill. That's one thing I'm really looking forward to giving it a go. Let's have a look how much downhill it is. One thing I've noticed with American tracks too, they're so like spongy. That's how they get these curves. Like this isn't even hardly packed. Look, I haven't got a screwdriver out here, but there's just obviously it's a bit of water underneath, but they have this, about this much on top, oh, probably this much on top. That's just topsoil, it feels like. And that's, I think, what gets in the curve. That's one of the things I wanted to get out here and figure out. So it's actually sort of here. This is like the highest point of the track. So we set up the car so it's straight here and just rock it down the straight. Let's have a look at 1 and 2. I'm still absolutely speechless how small this place is. I don't remember it being so small. But like, I reckon nowhere is bigger in every single way. Top and bottom, or the bottom you can see like this going around 2 light poles essentially. And then, but look at the width. The width is just nuts. And it's actually really flat getting into 1. I didn't think it was that flat, but I think the track sort of begins a bit further up. See, I'm not a fan of that. I don't like exposed concrete usually, but it's sort of down the straight, so it's not the end of the world. And yeah, Circle City caught me a bit off guard. It looked a bit different in photos, but I knew this joint had it. But yeah, I'm not a fan of exposed concrete like this because cage first can be in a lot of trouble. Alrighty, so 1 and 2, we're about at 1 and 2. I'll go up the line. So essentially you're entering right up here, I think, and then just letting it. The cushion sort of builds up a bit lower here because it is sort of tight up here where the fence comes at you a little bit. As you can tell, I've done a lot of research on this track. But yeah, sort of float into the cushion, fold it around if you want it on the top. But here you got to just pretty much get it through here, through the middle, pitch it at that. You got to be coming off the corner of that tire, this tire right here. If I actually look what I'm doing, these tires will be brought right out tonight because that is mushy-ish. All shit down there. But yeah, that's pretty much a lap of Putnamville, Lincoln Park Speedway. Result of the rainfall from last night, I think it's very mucky. They'll bring the tyres right out tonight, I'm fairly sure. Oh god. Oh, I don't want that through a fucking rock screen. Let's piff that off the track. I did a bad job at that. I'm gonna get that again. Get that right off. I always actually go around and look for stuff like that in my locals. Usually I do a little bit of a track. Oh, here's something else. Far out, there's some big rocks in here. Not usually a rocky joint, but it kills them. Alrighty, up here on the main straight, we got Deb and Leroy up here selling merch. We got all of Travis's merch. We even got some of my wing stuff up here. Non-wing shirts coming soon, aren't they? Sure are. Also got Aussie hats. We got Mystery Machine hats. One even signed by T-Mez. Fancy. What are these called here?
Tumblers.
Tumblers, okay.
And
We just call them
bottles.
thermoses. And water bottles. Oh god, I want to get one of those myself. Earmuffs as well, stickers, the works. Oh, and of course,
Flags.
this Speedway Life here, I got some limited copies here. Brought one with me from Oz, so they're the first ones being sold here. Where are the flags? We got the flags up here. Look out, they got everything here. I even got my Chasing Checkers singlets. They got the old 83 on them. That's how old school they are. So, alrighty guys, I'm gonna head back to the pits. Thanks for giving us a look around.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you. So yeah guys, get on to the, I got some of Travis's old stuff because I haven't been in so long. But yeah, Travis's merch, even some T-Mez stuff, Mystery Machine, and then hopefully my own one soon. So on our way back to the pits, and I'll get the 77AU dialed in with Tyler on the wrenches. Oh yeah, that axe. Tyler's getting it dialed in. I just got to set my shocks up. I don't know the gas. I just wind them all the way in. Now I just got to wind them out to where they need to be. The old clickety clackers. Alrighty, sorry guys, I missed my lap. We just got rushed out straight away. Let's see Lilo. Lilo, come here. Hello. Time third quick. That was alright. I thought it was just trying to follow a fast guy. I got him behind Ensign in the burnt car, and that was good. Clicked off some good ones. I'm already. Okay. He's coming solo. Clicked off some good ones and got third. So Ryan got quick time. So just go keep Ryan behind us and put out 2 in the heat. lot of character, that track there. So pretty much they wet it as we rolled out. And yeah, it was just freaking grease. Like in turn 2, they watered it just because it was getting slick. Now all of a sudden she just come alive and we're pulling wheelies like flat out. So yeah, started second. Sort of was about 3 wide at the start. Don't know how that happened, but we were sort of stuck in the shit on the top. The guy on the inside sort of just bagged us up and we had nowhere really to go. So we just ripped the lip and got back to second, did a slide drop and get back to second, and a really good Slider City there. So got that done and made the redraw again. Top 2 make the redraw. So drew 4, starting out of 4th. These are the toughest blokes in this state around me, or probably in the state / country around me in terms of local competition. So keen to see how we go. Just once again, we're happy to be out there, just happy to be straight. Kyle's getting me dialed in and yeah, let her rip.
I got work area. I got work area. Yeah, go in the work area.
Calm down. Keep your head on.
Well, bummer. Man, we had the car to beat then. They wore the track a bit just before our main, and it was sort of a bit tight at the start, but I was just driving through it and it was pretty good. So got all the way up to second, and I was sort of just a bit stuck in behind the leader, and I was really sort of probably the better car in the middle of the race. And then I think the top was either getting too long or I was just missing my marks. Probably the second thing. Yeah, how can you complain for the third night out? Go back to 16th, change the tyre. There's no cone here, so you can sort of, once she's green, she's all on. So jumping pretty good, just to get a couple on the start. Good start on the restart while they're all sitting behind each other. Just wanted to run around the top. And yeah, track change like shit. These tracks are so hard. They do change every lap. Yeah, I guess we'll give it a go with these USAC boys and see if we can get up with them. Before I leave, I just want to give a little different perspective on how different these tracks are. This track was a bit different of what I expected at first, but yeah, we're rolling over the thick cushion now, and we'll go over to turn 3 and 4, where I was sort of struggling a little to get through the middle of it because I just kept getting tight, just trying to bang it. Really ice. This was literally ice all the way. Sort of felt alright here. You could sort of enter in on the right front. I was a little surprised I didn't have to rail it in there as hard as I sort of comfortably wanted to, but like this is a pretty mellow curve actually for Putnamville. Yeah, it was actually pretty hard packed, so you sort of railed in up here. It's actually rolled over a little bit from where it was in the sprint car feature. I'm about 6 races after that, so the cushion was about here and it was rolled right up with a big lip. You can see this is a hard part of it right here. So if I give that a kick, that's where it all was, about this high. It definitely was higher than this. And then it just dwindled away to nothing because of where the cars come on the track. And that was why I didn't really want to shoot one into one. That was a bit tricky. We'll quickly go up the other end and see the holes. Grip right here is probably where I should have come from the fence if I could get the tyres back. Shot through here and just shot a bomb right through the middle here and grabbed them holes. That might have got me the lead because Ensign was slowing down here to get his car to stop bouncing, like floating. You'll see in the GoPro how bad it was floating. Oh, they turned the lights up on me. Better hurry up. Check this out. I wasn't entering this high because I didn't have the balls to. That is friggin' huge. If I can quickly get it before they turn it off on me. This was good to feel up here. I could sort of sit it up about here. And then I'm jogging here. This is bad. This is where I got tired a few times, and that screwed my run down here because I wanted to get in, rotate it, sort of point it down, try get a run on him. Because he just was a slingshot off too. And then the one time I rolled the bottom, I wasn't too bad, but same thing. Cushion was off the track up here, but he could just slingshot it back on and get back on. Now I'm out of puff running around this track. So if you see here, there's literally nothing. Like that's marbles, and this is flat. Right here is flat. So essentially, this is where we're running off, and you can, I'll put it on the front camera again, you can see where the cushion was, where we had to sort of sit the right rears off. That's the cushion over there, and it's well off the track. That's where it rolled over to, and we're sort of resorted to running off there. Look, it's just a long way around. Like, you could have guys pinching it down there, and yeah, that's why I sort of had to move around, screw my rhythm up, and I made a mistake. Yeah, those middle craters, as I was saying, I think it was this one right there. I balls it up. Racing against these guys is a dream come true, let alone potentially in contention to beat some of them, you know. Like, I've been stuck in Australia for 3 years, and it's been fun watching it, but it was at the point I was losing interest just because, like, I wanted to be here, but I couldn't even, like, what can you do? You just feel flat and empty. Like, those close to me knew that sort of battle I was dealing with. Like, opportunity was right in front of me, see you later. If you're racing against these guys, is friggin' nuts. And being in contention to win with some friggin' sick equipment, like, thanks Tyler Sturgeon Racing, Liz and Tyler, and Travis for vouching for me. Like, why would you take a chance on an Aussie kid who just pretty much just come here for free and worked his ass off? And I have to thank Brian Van Meveren, because if it wasn't for him, I'd still be probably in Australia or just being a shit kicker on the hill. That's my little rant. Let's go on to Circle City.